What's up? STEM separation is coming to the MPC platform and we're going to talk about it. Let's get it. What's up? This is the King O Caesar bringing you unboxings, gear reviews, and tutorials just like this one. So if you're new here, please consider subscribing and hit that bell notification button like you're playing your favorite fighting game on the PS5.
Ooh, get the hell over here! Booty punch! Bob!
So STEM separation is coming to the MPC, and this is exciting because the MPCs have always been known for their sampling capability. So this isn't new. This has been around for a while, STEM separation. You have programs that already have this built into it, like Serato Studios VST has it, RX10, FL Studio has STEM separation, and RipX are just examples of a few programs that already use the STEM separation algorithm. But now that we're getting it for the MPC platform, I think people can be excited because the MPCs have always been the king of the samplers. So I didn't get a copy of this demo from AKAI, so the information that I'm giving to you was presented to me from the Lab and Legacies channel from my boy I Am Sight. So he got a chance to demo this and he made a fantastic video showing you how it works. And what I'm gonna do is kind of break down what he did in this video and tell you how it works, and then I'm going to give you my pros and cons and let you know whether I would be buying this or not. So let's get into it. So the process looks pretty simple to do. It looks like when you're in the sample edit screen, you can use the shortcut shift and process, and then it'll bring up another window, and once you get to that window, it'll ask you to create stems, and those stems shows as follows. It'll be vocals, bass, instrument or other, and then drums. So it looks like that you can separate the stems into 4 separate stems or samples. So once you click do it, it's going to separate the stem and it's going to put it onto one pad. And then on that one pad, there's going to be 4 layers of the different components of that stem, like the bass, the vocals, the instrument, and the drums. Now this is cool because this is one way that you can manipulate the sample. You can go into that one pad and you can turn down the things that you don't want to hear in the sample and just use the part that you want, or you can balance it the way that you would want to and have certain things turned up, certain things turned down, or muted all together. And I'll give you a brief demonstration of what that looks like right now. Now just to show you guys, this isn't the stem separation algorithm because I don't have the demo, but this is what it will look like when the stems are separated. You have everything on one pad, and then right here you have your layer 1, 2, 3, and 4, and so the stems will be separated on those 4 layers. Now what I was talking about as far as manipulating this, you could go right here into samples again and you can see your different layers. And one of the workflows that you could do is if you didn't want to hear a certain pattern or a certain stem, like let's say you want to cut the bass and the bass was on number 2, then you could go over here to right here, and you could turn the volume down if you want to. And you could do that for each stem that is on this pad. But if you don't want to do that and you want to have these samples in their own individual pads, you can also do that because these samples will also be in the plugin bank. And all you have to do is go to browse and then go to sample assign, and then you will be able to assign any one of these samples to their own individual pad if you would like to do that. And then from there, you can go warp the samples, chop the samples, do anything that you would do with the MPC regularly, which is pretty dope. So now I'm gonna tell you guys what I like and what I don't like, starting with the things that I do like. So the first thing I like is that we finally got it. We've seen this thing out in the wild with programs like RX10, RipX, and like FL Studio, all having stem separation. So it's good that now this is coming to the MPC home, which is MPC has always been known as being the king of the sampler. So it's only right that we have it. The second thing I like is that from the video that I seen from Sight, it looks like they integrated it in pretty good by making it a shortcut. It's not a super complicated process to do, and it looks like it'll be easy for anybody to do, even if you're a new MPC user. So I appreciate that they actually took the time to make it simple. Another pro is the ability to put this on multiple pads instead of just having it all on one pad, because they very well could have just made it to where all the stems stayed on one pad, but they made it to where you can put each sample on each individual pad and still manipulate the sample the way that you would do any sample on the MPC. So that's dope. And the last thing that I like is from the demo that I seen, once you separate the samples, it's actually done pretty well. The vocals sound like vocals, the drums sounded like drums, the bass sounded like bass, and you could clearly hear the instrumental and everything was pretty clear. So the separation algorithm that they're using is a good one, and I like that. Now let's talk about the things that I don't like about it. I think that we should have got this sooner. AKAI has always been known as being the king of the samplers throughout history. Since the beginning of MPC, we've been known as being the go-to for sampling. You would have thought that once some of these other platforms would have been rolling this out, that AKAI would have jumped on it a little bit quicker. And maybe they were working on it, earlier and stuff, but just didn't have time to roll it out. But now that we have it, it's great. But I think that we should have had it sooner, if you know what I'm saying. Another thing I don't like is that this is only for desktop. So you can't use this in standalone yet. And based on how long it took them to convert FlexBeat over to actual standalone, we might be waiting a while to get the standalone version of the stem separation. But it did come, they did deliver on that, so and that was a great plugin. So we're probably going to be waiting, but that's still a con in my book, because I wish that we had this in standalone right now. And if we did, that would definitely really put MPC back as the king of the samplers, in my opinion. Now the last con is that this is a paid plugin, so y'all gonna have to get them wallets out and throw that money up in the air, man, because this is not gonna be a free plugin. Now AKAI said that this plugin is gonna be $9.99. Based on the way that they rolled out the other plugins, like the FlexBeat being at $79.99, I think this is going to be even more critical to MPC. I think that this is going to be really realistically $99.99. I don't know if that was a typo or not, but I tell you what, if it is $9.99, take my money now. But even though this is a negative, it's not like AKAI is Scrooge McDuck trying to take all of our money. They have been dropping off some free stuff, some gems to us, throughout these last couple updates. So they still giving us stuff for the free. And us as consumers, we can't always expect everything to be free either. So if it's a paid plugin, especially if it's at the $9.99, that is amazing. And like I said, I'm going to jump on it. So in conclusion, I'm on board with this plugin, even if it's at the $99 price point. I think this is great for AKAI products to put them back at the top as the best sampler. But I tell you this, when they bring this to standalone, the MPC is going to be a mother beast. That's all I got to say about that. Yeah. Zounds.com is a partner of this channel. So if you guys are looking to get any gear like the MPC, click the links in the description below and get you some of that gear on a payment plan if you can't afford to dish out all the money at once. They really do look out for the little guy. I'm going to keep preaching to y'all. Click them links in the description and get you some gear. Also, this information came from the Lab and Legacy YouTube channel with my boy AKAI, since I'm not in the AKAI Cool group yet. But he is, and he did a fantastic job demoing this plugin for you guys. So after watching this, I asked y'all to go right to his channel and check out his video. He made a dope beat separating the stems from a Diana Ross record, then taking his standalone soul expansion and creating a full beat around the stems that he separated, and it's completely fire. Y'all definitely should go check it out. If you want to see some heat, you can check that video out up here, or it'll be in the description below as well. Yo, thanks for joining me. Remember, music is therapy. Y'all stay safe, stay blessed, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.